Your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
Yes. What happened to the darkspawn? I remember you, the girl from the wilds.
I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way.
Thanks.
How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue?
No, I remember being overwhelmed by darkspawn.
Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
Well, I wouldn't either. What a pansy. Okay, what happened to the Grey Wardens? And neither am I. This is horrible. You mean Alistair?
The suspicious dim-witted one who was with you before. Yes. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
Why does your mother want to see me?
I do not know. She rarely tells me her plans.
Okay, were my injuries
Yes,
severe?
but I expect you shall be fine. The darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
Yes, definitely a lot of injuries, though. What about Alistair? Is he alright?
He is, as you are. I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish.
I have some questions if you... Thank you for helping me, Morrigan.
You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer.
Well, you are going to be soon. I'm going to stat you to be a healer, so whether you like it or not, you're being a healer. I have some questions if you don't mind.
I do not mind. Take your time.
Are we safe here?
We are safe, for the moment. Mother's magic keeps the darkspawn away. Once you leave, 'tis uncertain what will happen. The horde has moved on, so you might avoid it.
Why did your mother save us?
I wonder at that myself. But she tells me nothing. Perhaps you were the only ones she could reach. I would have rescued your king. A king would be worth a much higher ransom than you.
Wow. I happen to be nobility, you know.
I stand corrected.
How did you manage to rescue us?
She turned into a giant bird and plucked the two of you from atop the tower, one in each talon. If
What about my
you do not
dog?
believe that tale, then I suggest you ask Mother yourself. She may even tell you.
Are there any survivors besides us?
Only stragglers that are long gone. You would not want to see what is happening in that valley now.
And why did Terra and Logain abandon the king?
I do not know who this Logain even is. Perhaps ask Mother of it.
Fine. I think I've asked
I
enough.
agree. 'Tis time you speak with Mother, then be on your way.
Okay. Last of the Wardens. Yes, well, about that. Oh. Well, about that. Mine. At least I got a short bow out of it.
Let's get started.
You must speak to Mother, then be gone. You have an army of darkspawn to avoid, and 'twould be best to get...
Okay, bye. Let's do a save, just in case my game crashes again. The legends will speak of Borkenstern, slayer of ogres.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
I'm alive and I'm fine.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
I'm not, thanks to Morrigan's mother.
Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
Yes,
Then
the
what does
Flemeth.
that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
So why did you save
Well,
us?
we cannot have all the Grey Wardens dying at once, can we? Someone has to deal with these darkspawn. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blights. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
No. The Grey Warden, let's see, the land is hardly united thanks to
That
Logain.
doesn't make any sense. Why would he do it?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The archdemon.
Then we need to find this What is this archdemon?
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
So then how the hell do we kill something that's immortal? I mean, really. Alistair is the real Grey Warden here, not me.
All Grey Wardens in Ferelden are gone. Except for us. I've lost everyone. For the love of the Maker, don't back out on me now.
Shut up. I just lost my brother, Alistair.
Then we have to do something.
Oh, whoops.
I won't let their deaths be in vain. But I can't do anything on my own.
Okay, then we need to fight this archdemon.
By ourselves? No Grey Warden has ever defeated a Blight without the army of a half-dozen nations at his back. Not to mention... I don't know how.
How to kill the archdemon, or how to raise an army? It seems to me those are two different questions, Have the Wardens no allies these days?
Not really.
I don't know. Duncan said that the Grey Wardens of Orlais had been called, and Arl Eamon would never stand for this, surely.
Arl Eamon? The Earl of Redcliffe?
I suppose. Arl Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Surely there are others, allies we could call on?
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
We just gotta rally
do
them.
this. Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army.
Sounds great to me. I mean, why not? Isn't that what the Grey Rabbits do?
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
Grey Rabbits, actually, but yes. Let's see. I don't suppose you could offer any more help?
Now that you mention it, I do have one more thing to offer.
What?
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You
Yep.
heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
You tell her. I think that's an excellent idea.
I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens,
Rabbits.
consider this repayment for your lives.
Okay. Very well, we'll take her with us.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother,
Yeah, get put in your place.
this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready.
I'm gonna be
Alone,
honest
these
here,
two
Morrigan
must
has some
unite Ferelden
thick
against the
lips.
darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens.
Meaning, don't give us
you
any more shit.
understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
She won't come to harm with us.
Allow me to get my things, if you please.
Borkenstern.
I
Good
am
boy.
at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. 'Tis not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
Speak your mind.
You will regret saying that.
No,
Dear sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always
Oh,
said, if
don't
you want
even.
something done, do it yourself. or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
I just...
No kidding.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
We need all the help we can get.
I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken
Grey rabbits.
allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval.
Actually, let's see, I have some questions.
I may have answers. Ask.
Are you really Flemeth's daughter?
'Twas she who raised me, and thus I consider her my mother, born from her womb or not. 'Tis what you meant, yes?
Yes. It's just difficult to imagine
Young,
her.
married, pregnant? Who said she was any of these things? I certainly did not.
Have you never been outside the
From
wilds?
time to time, I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
Okay, cool. Is that what you want?
What I want is to see mountains. I wish to witness the ocean and step into its waters. I want to experience a city rather than see it in my mind. So, yes, this is what I want. Actually, leaving is harder than I thought, however. Perhaps Mother is right. It must simply be done quickly.
Okay, that's cool. Tell me about this village to the north.
It is a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your Imperial Highway where travelers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
And mages.
Chantry. And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch.
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
Is there any reason to go to Lothering then?
I mention it for its tavern, where travelers gather with news from other places. 'Tis small enough that our appearance might go unnoticed. Beyond that, 'tis close, and I know the way.
How are we going to get past the
The
darkspawn?
real question is how we are going to get your friend past the darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
Uh-oh. I don't sense any.
You won't right away. No. It takes time. We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother
Ooh.
has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. 'Tis important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in.
The darkspawner camp further in the forest?
They come from underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated.
What skill do you have exactly?
I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
Then you can substitute for Alistair.
My cooking will kill us. That's all I meant.
I also know at least 15 different poisons that grow right here in this marsh. Not that I would suggest 'tis at all related to cooking.
No, not at all. I have no more.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
I know I will. Alistair approves. Morrigan approves. Codex updated. Hey, Flemeth.
Have you not left yet? I hope you are not hanging about for some stew.
You could come with us, you know.
I prefer to remain here. Considering what the world has done to me, I have already done more than it deserves.
And what has the world done to
That
you?
is between the world and me. Your business is elsewhere.
Fine. But you're more powerful than we are.
It is not a matter of power. No one person in all of Thedas has enough power to stand against a blight. Were that the case, sending you two would be quite the jest. What is important is that you are both Grey Wardens. Your task is to unite the land, inspire its men, and turn them from their petty politics to face the archdemon.
Oh my
In that,
god.
you are more
That's gonna be
powerful
hard.
than I by far. I am but an old woman whom the world has largely forgotten.
Okay, that's cool. And what, could you answer some questions?
Questions. One would think a great...
Can I ask about your magic?
What good would it do you? You are no mage. It is sufficient that I have passed on my knowledge to Morrigan, and I pass her on to you.
Like a worn dress or an old pair of shoes.
Are you still here? You cannot give them away, apparently.
You can, actually. How long have you lived in the wilds?
Since before I was wrinkled and old. Ah, you may think it strange, but I was once young and beautiful, just as Morrigan is now. Yes, men desired Flemeth then, and some even killed for her.
Okay, cool. That must have been a long time
You will need
ago.
that smart mouth for more than asking me silly questions.
Do you have any advice? What will you do once we're gone?
Have a moment's peace for once.
I hear the peace of the grave is eternal.
This is the thanks I get for feeding you and putting up with you for this long. Bah! May your child one day treat you the same.
Feed me, she says. Without me, I swear, she shall be caked in dirt and eating tree bark inside of a month.
Okay. Do you have any advice?
About the darkspawn?
Actually, yes.
Only that they are more cunning than they appear. More important by far is the archdemon. It is the core of this taint, and while it lives, so does the blight.
Ooh.
This Ternlogane is different. You must deal with the repercussions of his deeds before you can face the archdemon, unless it finds you first.
Not if I find it first. I have no more.
Then we...
Broken circle. Ooh. Is there anything around here? Anything at all? Oh, I happen to remember this area very well. Oh, I remember it very, very well. In case you all don't remember, this is exactly where you fight Flemeth. Yep. Okay, well, I guess we save. So, I guess we go to Lothring then? Let's see. Lothring it is. Boop, 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 boop. Dinner room! Got some
And I
shiny armor
expect each
there.
of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good.
Yes.
But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most... fortuitous.
Yes. Fortuitous indeed.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
No. But you'll brook a lot of aggression from me. For what you did.
Bantegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Bantegan, my father is doing what is best.
No,
Did he
it's
also
not.
do what was best for your husband, your Majesty?
Ooh. Get told.